Hey everybody, welcome to Bearded Bigger Banter, the sports podcast on the special Thursday edition on July the 11th. This month is going so fast.
Too fast.
Welcome, welcome Trent, welcome Trey.
How you fellas doing?
Hey, National Slurpee Day, 7-Eleven.
Oh, love that.
I think you can take any size container to a 7-Eleven and fill it up. At least that's the way it used to be. I don't know.
I'm not sure that still exists.
They used to be a thing.
Somebody brought like a cooler at one point in time.
It was like a bath. I think they brought like a bathtub, like one of those portable pools or something like that. You know,
portable bathtubs. Yep, those exist.
They do. I think they do. Pop up.
All right, hey, we're gonna get right into this because we got some baseball stuff to talk about. I definitely got some debatable topics for us to discuss too. So I'm gonna start us off here with my strike. All right, my strike comes from the National League in baseball. And it comes from a little bit of a comment that I had talked about a couple weeks ago. I think Fast Breaks, Steve, gave me a little shout out because one friend was also a fan of what I said. Excuse me. My strike is that Paul Skeens, pitcher from the Pirates, is the first MLB rookie to make the All-Star team after going first overall in the previous draft.
Mm-hmm.
So not only that is that my strike because of that little fact about him, but he is also now factoid. Yeah, well, I guess so. Yeah. He's also, this is where I'm getting my strike, minus 325 on ESPN Bet to win the NL Rookie of the Year. If you guys remember,
you're striking one of your wild pitches is what you're doing.
No. It was my wild pitch.
You're striking one of your wild pitches, which is what I did previously.
Because it's coming around, dude. Minus 325 to win the NL Rookie of the Year.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, if he doesn't, it'd be kind of a shamble. It'd be a shame, if you will.
Shamble
and a shame. So I'm going Paul Skeens to win the NL Rookie of the Year. Awesome. And I also would make the argument that he should be the starter for the All-Star game, not because, I'm saying, he's the best of the best right now. It's because I have seen that Chris Sale may actually pitch Sunday.
And Glasnow is on the IL again.
Right. So
hey,
ipso facto, it's going to be I think it's either going to be Skeens or I think Scooble's the other one from the Tigers.
Scooble's AL.
Tyler,
not Scooble. Lopez from the Braves.
Yeah, Lopez. That's who it is. Yeah,
Reynaldo. Tyler, I was considering making Paul Skeens my ball because it sounds like he's going to lose his perfect girlfriend and Livy Dunn to Joe Burrow. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Are you kidding me, dude? No. Did you see what she did for him? You're obviously like a couple timelines behind on Twitter. Sorry, X. Because she actually blew him up balloons for making the All-Star game. She
wasn't sure you were going with that. Glad you got balloons in there quick.
Dude, there's no way. Because whatever little rumors there was, it is completely. Yeah, well, it's completely debunked because she has actually gone all out.
All right, I'm just saying Joe Burrow is also an LSU guy. He's much more pronounced in his profession. That is the king of professional sports, which is the NFL. He's a quarterback.
At getting sacked at quarterback, but
damaged goods.
Okay. I'm just saying, guys. I just saw the picture with Odell, Joe Burrow, and I forget who the other guy was, but just hard to see. I felt bad for him.
At a Fanatics party. Like, come on, man.
Michael Rubin party. It was Michael Rubin's white party. So.
The owner of Fanatics, who has produced the worst jerseys in the history of professional sports.
I'm learning. You guys are teaching me something.
I didn't know that. Book though, right, Trent?
I do like Fanatics Sportsbook.
I know you do.
Great bonus cash. Cash.
Thank you to Mikey Rubin and his white party, man.
I didn't know that that's what that white party is him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, dude, that's him. last couple.
Wow. So he just invites every famous person in the world for one big party,
Yes.
and they all decide to go. What a great idea!
And then he's like, guess what? I'm going to own all of the sportswear in sports.
Yeah.
What do you serve food-wise at an all-white party like that? Like, definitely not
scallops and Alfredo. Something with Alfredo.
It's got to be all white sauce and white wine.
Not dark chicken. Definitely the white part of the chicken.
Nope, no thighs. There's no thighs there. All
no
breast.
Thighs.
Whoa.
Okay, so
Libby Dunn.
Libby Dunn. I was gonna say all
breast. No, but yeah.
All right.
A little bit of thigh there. I'm cool with thigh though.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead with my strike. Kind of short, sweet. And it is somebody that I used as my wild pitch beginning of baseball season. That is Ellie De La Cruz.
Good call.
Setting the franchise record for the Cincinnati Reds with most stolen bases before the All-Star break. I did claim, this is a stretch, I did claim that he would get to 100. He has eclipsed 45. As of the beginning of this week, I'll kind of read you off some of the statistics here on this.
You got him because I have the tweet up too.
Yeah, I do have it here. Here we go. So he was at 45, right? And when you sit there and consider that he has had more steals than some entire teams, right? He has more steals than the Blue Jays, the Braves, the Tigers, the Yankees, and the San Francisco Giants. And then he's tied with the Twins. He's trailing the Miami Marlins by 1, Oakland Athletics by 2 because they have 47. Then the Pirates as a whole, they have 48. So I'll tell you what, if he can ever, I mean, he's already got a pretty good bat, but if he can consistently just get on base, he's up there. He was top 3 or 4 for MVP.
Oh, you hear that?
But I'm hoping he gets to 100.
I hope he gets to 100, but he's not going to get MVP in the NL.
I just want to say, last week I said my wild pitch was that he's going to be in the MVP contention. Top 2, he's going to win it or win runner up.
I
give it to Skeens over him.
MVP?
I don't know if pitcher's going to get it. Pitchers get
MVP. Think about that.
Yeah,
the guy that pitches once every 5 days at the max. No, dude, never. Very hard to do. There's been one guy that's been considered recent, and that's Max Scherzer when he was like 19-1.
Just saying. Yeah. I don't think that'll happen.
Not MVP, Tyler. Not even close.
That's fine.
Come on, Tyler. Make that your wild pitch later. No.
Yeah. I love it.
Maybe that one. Hey, maybe a week or two. Let me see what happens.
All right, Trey. What's your strike, Trey? Man?
My strike is, I'm sure it's been brought up before, but 3 division leaders right now at the All-Star break are in the bottom top 10 of total payroll. So we got the Cleveland Guardians at $93 million, which are 28th out of 30, which is incredible because they're killing it right now. The Orioles at 27 at $94 million, leading their division. And then you got the Brewers at 23 at $105 million. So all 3 of those teams, bottom barrel in terms of payroll for their rosters. And here they are leading their divisions at the All-Star break. I love it. Because here you got at the very top, the Mets, Yankees, Dodgers, Phillies, Astros, Rangers, Blue Jays. Blue Jays at 7, and they're last in their division. The Yankees are on the downfall. Mets have been struggling for the last 5 years. The only teams that have anything to really show for their payroll is the Dodgers, maybe the Phillies. I know they've been to the World Series, but they don't have anything that wise, and then the Astros, which are 5th. But my strike is those division leaders at the pretty competitive divisions too, especially the Orioles and the Guardians. Bottom of the barrel in terms of what they're paying their players and their contenders. So I love it.
Interesting.
I know the Dodgers have a World Series, but would you also say that they probably have, if not just as much, maybe even more disappointment than like something to I know they have one, but I mean they were so loaded and so good record wise, and for them to not make the World Series the past 2 years.
You're saying Dodgers? You said Dodgers?
Yeah. Like I think there's more disappointment there than anything.
But I also think that going after Ohtani like they did,
I think
and taking that gamble.
Here's my thing: is the Guardians have made the playoffs for the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, is Frank Kona still? Is Frank Kona still there?
No,
I don't know. I don't think he is. But either way, they're the third to last team in terms of payroll. They made the playoffs the last 3 years. The Mets have over tripled their payroll, and they haven't made the playoffs in the last 5 years?
Yeah, they made it once, I think.
That's pathetic. Either way, pathetic.
Yeah. The first year with that the trumpet closer guy. I thought his first year.
Edwin
Diaz.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Jim.
Before the World Baseball.
That's interesting. The Orioles will be up there in the payroll here pretty soon, though.
They have to. They want to keep everyone. Yeah.
But at least theirs, for the most part, has been like it's going to be Rutschman and Henderson, so it's homegrown payroll.
Yes,
like it's not like that's
I was talking about that with Trey tonight. Is like you have such young talent, but like your core right now is Rutschman and Henderson. Like that's your core. You have a lot of young guys around them, and if you can build around. I mean, you could also and you could make the argument for Kowser though too.
No,
like
Kowser's got to go down. Oh, wild pitch.
Ooh, all right, but no, I don't know. It's I know he's like 0-for-16 his last 16 at bats, but
bad. It's bad right now.
All right, let me start us off here with my ball, and my ball actually revolves around the Orioles because while they have been playing well and they are in first place, and I also am going to credit the Yankees for sucking it up a little bit too, but. Right now, this is actually coming from a Twitter user at J. Calvin Meyer. The Orioles are 8-10 since their series win over the Yankees in June. Over the past 11 games, they have averaged only 3.5 runs a game. And since last Tuesday, they are 12-for-68 with runners in scoring position. So while I do love the Orioles, they got to start to step their freaking shit up with offense and start to bat again because they've had very high games, but they've also had very low games. The game that, obviously went to Sunday Night Baseball on June 30th was the Orioles. I think Herney from Rangers had about 10 strikeouts. Those just weren't hitting. And it does go into it. I mean, it's like, you get some of the guys to hit, and it's like all of a sudden, some other guys disappear. So that's again, I'm not saying this is panic mode at all for the Orioles because they are still playing great baseball. And it's the beginning of the month, but 8-10 since the Yankees series, like let's not become the Yankees and just be complacent with losing every series. You know what I'm saying? Especially after their last loss last night to the Cubs, which was a pretty bad loss. In my opinion.
Yeah, 4-0. Yeah.
With Burns pitching.
Tyler, can I say the thing that drives me the most I get nuts is this is the opportunity that we always talk about they never get, which is to distance themselves with a lead.
Good point.
And they are completely blowing it. And when it comes down to it, right now, it is crazy that the Yankees are as struggling as much as they are with their lineup. Like, and it's not injury. It's not injuries. No. Like you got your ace back with Cole. But I'm just, it is killing me because it's like, this is primetime opportunity to get a lead in the AL East, and they're blowing that.
Put them away.
It's gonna come back to bite us because it just we got to play. They got to play better. And you know what? I know you blame their bats a lot, but I blame starting pitching right now. It is
starting pitching is huge right now. Like I brought up one point about the batting and stuff like that. But Trent, you're exactly right, and I think we talked about it the other night via text. Is if you're not going to hit, or sorry, if you're not going to like win games and give up the amount of hits and runs that our starting pitching is, because I complained about our freaking relief pitching. And besides Cano, I would argue that our relief pitching and closers are doing all right. Our starting pitching right now, Gray Rod's it right now.
Corbin's still good.
Well, no, and okay, I'm sorry. And Corbin.
Rough outing.
Gray Rod and Corbin. No, Gray Rod and Corbin. But like besides that, like we need starting pitchers. Like you have to go out there. I think Rubenstein needs to go out there. Go ahead. Who they got to bring in?
Crochet.
He's so sought after.
Gotta try, Trey. We gotta try.
Get him in, dude. He's 24. He's 24.
The other
25. I think he's 25.
And I think this team might be willing to do it. Is Skubal
from the Tigers?
What?
Yeah.
Really?
And then
because the other one that I've seen on the trading block is all the Rangers.
Yeah, but the only one that
Gray.
I would take Eovaldi.
I'd take John Gray. I would not take Eovaldi.
Two guys I don't bet on, so I don't have a whole lot to say.
I would take Eovaldi just because of his playoff experience. Like he pitches good. He pitches good in the postseason. He's done it with the Red Sox.
John Gray just won a World Series, so did Eovaldi.
Yeah. And
so what do you mean? There's
everybody for the Rangers did, Trey.
But Eovaldi did it with the Red Sox and the Rangers.
I know.
You won a World Series with the Red Sox?
Definitely postseason runs.
Oh,
I'm just saying. I'd like, but I'm not gonna lie.
That's more realistic than Crochet because there's no way we're getting Crochet.
That to me is a ripple.
I disagree.
That to me is a ripple in the water. I want a freaking tidal wave. I want us to make a major freaking move. All these other big competitors, the Phillies, the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Padres, those teams spend the money and get superstars. Let us get a damn superstar. Let's bring in. Yeah. Let's throw some things over there to
get Crochet.
I want Crochet. I want Skubal. I want Miller from the A's. I want one of those.
You realize we'd have to give up a lot for
I disagree.
Crochet.
How think I do, man?
He's 24 years old.
My argument is give up some draft picks for God's sake, because we've used our draft
baseball.
Picks.
You don't trade draft picks. You can't trade draft picks in baseball.
What about the rumor?
Didn't know that.
What about the
crazy,
rumor?
isn't it? Because I looked that up too, Tyler.
What about the rumor?
Was unfortunately surprised by that.
Yeah,
okay, Trent.
Of supposedly the Orioles were in discussion with the Pirates in 2022, and Orioles had mentioned Holiday.
Wait, what? Do you think about trading Holiday?
I don't. I'm not saying. I just said that came out tonight.
No way.
That came
for
out
Skeens.
Tonight. Oh, I would do that.
There's no way There's no way in hell.
Okay, here you go. I'd give up Holiday.
Skeens.
I'd give up Kobe Mayo. I'd give up Holiday, Kobe Mayo, and O'Hearn for Skeens.
Hell no.
Hey, those are
super
heavy gun. No,
why not? Tell me why not.
No, you can't give up both of them,
right,
dude.
Let's not
give up Mayo. No, give up Mayo. Give up Mayo. Give up Mullins.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. Everything I'm reading about Mayo
what's
they believe his bat is going to be as good as Gunner's. I'm just saying.
So then give up Jackson.
Oh, I think Stowers
for already proven studs.
Stowers
is good. I think he's the one that's going to go. But anyway, let's keep rolling here with.
I know, but hold on. So Stowers. Okay, let's go Stowers.
Mm-hmm.
And I would almost argue that Mullins goes.
I think
Mullins has been the guy that they've been benching a lot.
I think O'Hearn goes.
And Hayes, too. Hayes might have more value. because
All right,
he's
so
a former All-Star.
So Stowers, Hayes, for you think they'd trade that for Skeens though?
No, they were not getting.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
I am
dude,
saying
you're the Pirates,
yes.
man. You're the Pirates.
I'm
dude,
saying yes.
You are the
but
farm
the Pirates
team. You're the new farm
not,
team.
They're not going to get rid of Skeens.
I don't know, man.
No, he's right. He's right.
I'm telling you right now, if they got rid of Skeens, if I'm a Pirates fan, I'm done. Like I'm done. I'd be done out. Too. I might even move. If I lived in Pittsburgh, I might even move. Like that's how mad I'd be. Like, no, my God, no. Like you can't give that up.
But so my question is, what are you going to do with Skeens though? What are you going to do with him?
He's franchise for the next 20 years, Tyler.
Let him keep doing what he's doing now. They might win one game every series that he pitches.
Just be a loser.
Keep bringing Livy.
Be a loser.
Keep bringing Livy Dunner around.
They're all right. Pirates are in position.
I know they are because I've looked at the record and I saw the whole speculation and stuff. But
yeah. All right. So wait, Tyler, your ball was the Orioles right now offense, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. And
let me give my wild pitch. I'll start us off.
Joe, did you give a ball yet? Because I didn't give a ball.
Yeah, I did.
What was your ball?
I don't think you did, but
you gave a strike. Yeah, come on now. You did not give a ball. Anyway, a ball, huh? I'll give a ball if you're not ready yet. But
I know what it is, but yeah, go ahead.
The ball that I'm giving out is All-Star voting.
Dude.
All-Star voting.
My ball, but I knew it would be very popular. So I did.
And yeah, granted, I'm a little biased, especially with the Orioles, but I just look at it. I think it's what's sad about it is baseball then goes after the first round and those starters are named, which is based on fan vote, I believe. Then it sits there and all these other reserves and whatnot is basically picked by it's not even due to the fan voting anymore. It's like MLB selected, and it's a joke because they obviously picked big markets that weren't represented. I understand we need to create, more interest, but in reality, no, putting Devers in there over Westberg in the first place, that's a joke. I know Devers is a good baseball player, but Westberg is also 22 years old, and he's going to be around, and you want these kids to latch onto some young generational talent. But then again, it's Boston, right? Now I know there's a lot of
Santander.
Yeah. Actually, he was actually my next point. With Santander, you sit there and, Kyle Tucker. I want to say mother of,
say
that word.
No, say it, Trent. Say it because
Kyle
it's an emphasis,
motherfucker Tucker sat there and was named a reserve to the All-Star game, and he hasn't played in a game since June 3rd.
It's absurd.
June 3rd. Since June 3rd.
Absurd.
Are you gonna complain about Trey Turner then too, or
Santander? Yeah, I'll complain. I'm on my Orioles a little bit here. Santander since June 3rd, 31 hits, 12 homers, 25 RBIs, 17 runs scored in 31 games since June 3rd. And you're going to sit there and name Kyle Tucker, who hasn't played once again since June 3rd, to an All-Star reserve. What do you owe them? It just drives me nuts that that's the type of crap that happens. I don't know. It's just, there's too much. I was on my point about the Westberg thing. Now Westberg is now because Devers is not going to the game. The whole thing about, I think it's Simeon for the Rangers. A lot of comparisons were being put up between those two. Understand the only reason Simeon was named as the extra is they needed another second baseman. And Westberg was nominated as a third baseman. So that was the tough thing. But yeah, the last thing that I would say is it has to deal with the, and here's the thing is we're guilty of this, is this individual not making it when he clearly deserves to be in it is Kimbrel.
Dude, I was just gonna say if you're not gonna bring him up,
Yeah,
I will.
and we're guilty. We're guilty of it
because
he has better numbers than his career numbers right now, and I believe it's even better numbers than last year when he was a Philly at this point.
And listen, I'm not, and I just said the same thing to Dad tonight. Is I said I hate to be the guy that's like crushing Kimbrel all the time because he's so bad.
You did. You guys both were.
Yeah,
I did. I'm guilty.
But if you look at as a recency bias, Trent, right?
Yep.
Kimbrel's freaking killing it, man.
Mm-hmm.
And his stats. Well, here's why I'm nervous. But Kimbrel's stats are like tops of the tops. Okay. And if you look at his like overall, like even closer status, if you look at his closing stats right now compared to like overall entirely MLB like career wise,
yeah, they're better.
He's top as the top, and
top is his top.
Top is his top.
What I will say this is, just be careful because when Kimbrel went to the All-Star game, was it last year as the Phillies, right? And post All-Star game, he was awful, a freaking train wreck.
In fact, that happens every end of the year for Kimbrel. So,
but what I'm saying,
when does King Felix come back?
Not till next year.
Next year.
Okay.
It's a 1-year loan.
Then we need Mason Miller for sure.
Well, what you guys also have to understand here about back to that Orioles starting pitching that you're talking about. Corbin Burns is on a 1-year deal with us.
Resign him.
We'll see. A lot of people think he's entering free agency.
Hey, Dave Rubenstein.
Yeah.
Let's extend Corbin.
We know you got the money, Dave.
No, I have microphone. I talk right.
All right. Trey, hit us with that wild pitch, I guess, that you wanted to get.
Well, no, I didn't get my ball. I got a ball. Actually, you know what? My ball and my wild pitch kind of go together, so they're going to be
Trey's ballless.
Just a fleshy patch of skin.
That's gross.
Just
actually, funny
nugget,
story about
nugget,
that.
Nugget pouchless.
My coworker bought a. Oh man, what are they called? The dogs that look like greyhounds, but they're miniature.
Miniature greyhound.
Now,
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Chihuahua.
They're so cute. They're so cute. It's literally a mini greyhound. He bought a male. He named it Barry, and he got it fixed over the weekend. He was telling me at work he was very unsatisfied with the people that fixed his dog because they left an empty sack. They took his testes out and they left an empty ball sack just dangling there. Is that not weird? Is that standard? Is that standard? Or
I have no clue.
I'm unfamiliar with the fixed male dogs.
Okay, fair enough.
It's called Barry Ball Sackless.
Barry Ballless. Yeah,
it's so stupid.
Barry.
Okay, why is this?
Who's
why
Barry? Who's Barry? That has that singer, that famous singer.
Manilow.
Barry. Barry. Yeah, I can't think.
Okay, come on, get it out.
Barry
White.
Ballalo.
Nope. Go ahead, Trey.
Move on.
Terrible.
Move on.
Anyway, so my ball and my wild pitch are going to go one and the same, but my ball is Tyler Glasnow going back on the IL for the Dodgers.
Sucks.
I've said this before and I'll say it again that I love like the dominant pitcher, Spencer Strider, Tyler Glasnow, people like that. Like I want to see them all the time. Trent, what are you giggling and laughing about?
I'm trying to like piece together how we started to talk about a mini greyhound's ballless sack. Like, where the hell did that come from with this here?
You said Diamondbacks Spencer Strider. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I do forget about how I got on the Greyhounds.
And then you said like his name's Barry. Like, okay, what are we supposed to get the joke? I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck, dude. I think I just wanted to tell everyone about my friend's sackless dog or ballless. sackless stuff.
Sackless.
Ew.
He's got a sack still. That's the problem.
Imagine if they took the opposite and left the opposite.
Took the sack, left the balls dangle.
Okay, we got to get on.
All right,
here. This is
all right. Go. Just
freaking go. Yeah. So anyway,
ball.
Back to my ball.
Jesus.
Is it was Tyler Glasnow and his lack of ability to pitch. He's pitched a total of 21 games since 2021, so 3 years ago. He's always hurt. He's got Tommy John, who's still recovering from that, but now it's his back and his lats that are apparently driving him insane. So that's my ball, is just his lack of availability. Good pitchers just being sidelined all the time. And that leads me to my wild pitch, which I'm going to lead off with for you guys. And that's Jacob deGrom will not pitch more than 5 more games in his career. And he'll retire.
Okay. I can't disagree with that.
Who's he even playing with anymore? I don't even know.
He's playing for the Rangers right now. Apparently, a month ago, he threw from 90 feet.
Hold on. See if Scherzer and DeGrom.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Yeah, let's do that.
90 feet,
so,
yeah.
Jacob deGrom, a month ago, threw from 90 feet, guys.
Yes. In his side yard.
With his father.
He threw from 90 feet. And then he felt some discomfort, and he's on the IL for 60 more days. No, I'm just kidding. But that's how it honestly goes. He's 36 years old, pitching for the Rangers. He's already made millions of dollars without earning it. I think he's done. I think he is could have been, and I think he's done for his career. And I'm tired of waiting on him. I'm tired of thinking about, Jacob deGrom, he's so good. Well, guess what? He never pitches ever.
Hey, Trey.
And he's not going to pitch. He's not going to pitch more than 5 more games in his career. That's my wild pitch.
I like it.
Love to hear your guys.
Trey, you know who he was throwing with in the side yard at 90 feet? Mike Trout.
Probably, yeah. and guess what, Trent? They're both out for another year now. After that,
Mike Trout just had the breath of his kid. Don't hate on Mike Trout.
Anyway, Trey, I do wonder though if you kind of brought our attention to this the other day. That Glasnow injury sounds an awful lot like, hey, we don't want you to throw in the All-Star game.
Bingo.
So soft tissue, latissimus dorsi, muscular. Yeah, that could be. That could be a little bit of a.
Hey, let's extend your All-Star break.
Yeah, let's not get you.
He pissed me off, man.
But guys, I'm gonna. I was kind of
go to the ball because Trent, I got my ball real quick. But
no,
it's a wild pitch. It's a wild
pitches.
pitch.
But
I got my wild pitch. But go ahead.
Okay, mine's not too wild. I think I kind of want to hear like maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say my wild pitch is I like the new home run derby format.
Explain.
So this year, I think the biggest differences, or I would say biggest improvements, is in the first round. Okay. In my opinion, I did not like the head-to-head matchups in the first round because, especially with Adley Rutschman would have made it.
I think they're still doing that.
No, they're not. So let me explain then. Because I researched this and read a lot about it.
Is that new this year then?
This year, yep. New year. Okay. I didn't know you guys didn't know that there were new rules this year?
No, did not know that.
No, please explain it though.
So the game it's set up. So a brief outline, let me read here, is first round, competition flow, will be 8 hitters, the top 4 advance. A tie is broken. If there is a tie between any, it goes to longest home run in the first round. Okay, semifinals.
I like that.
Semifinals will be bracket style. So second round, it'll be the 3 versus 2 seed, 4 versus 1, and that is now based on the total amount of home runs in the first round. So it does benefit you to hit the most in the first round. However, now instead of it being like you got a terrible matchup and your matchup was a fluke in the first round, hit so many, and you hit so many, but I mean, look at it last year. Some guys hit the second most in the first round, and didn't make it just because of matchup.
Right.
And then obviously the final, this is the way it flows, is final is top 2 face off. So the rules now, first round and semifinals, is it is a 3-minute round.
Okay.
Or 40 pitch limit.
Ooh.
So this is where I kind of like it, but I can
40
also see
pitch limit, like they have to swing at it, or just 40 pitches.
40 pitches.
I don't like that. Then I don't like that. Now you're putting emphasis on who's throwing you the pitches. I don't like that.
Exactly.
That's fucked up. Nah.
So now three bonus outs will be at the end of the first round. So every swing is a home run or an out. So meaning if you don't hit it out, you get 3 outs. Okay. And then if you hit in that bonus period a 425-foot home run, you actually get a 4th bonus out. So I kind of like
round?
that. No, this is the first round.
Oh.
So it's
I don't like it.
Then when you get to the finals, so that's going to be the format for the first round and the semifinals. So 3 minutes and 40 pitches. The finals is a 2-minute round, 27 pitches, 1 timeout, and the same bonus rules apply. So I kind of like this. And with this being our last episode before we actually have the home run derby.
Who we got?
I was going to read off the list here to you guys and just give me your winner.
Do they have everybody yet? Because I was trying to find a list.
Yes, I have it. You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. First up, the first guy to commit to it was our very own Gunnar Henderson.
Boom.
Who has 27 home runs on the year. Okay. Next, a familiar face in the home run derby, Pete Alonso.
Of course.
From the Mets. He has 18 home runs this year.
Okay.
Alec Bohm, Phillies, which is kind of some people are surprised by that. He only has 11 home runs this year.
We might talk about that next.
Yeah. Bobby Witt Jr. 15 from the Royals, 15 home runs this year. Very good ball player. Marcelo Zuna for the Braves, 23 homers this year. Jose Ramirez, Guardians, 23 home runs this year.
Okay.
Adolis Garcia, the Rangers, 17 home runs this year. And then the final commitment was tonight, or earlier today, sorry. Teoscar Hernandez for the Dodgers, 19 home runs this year.
Okay. Who you got, Trent? Who's your winner?
I hate this pick, but I think I gotta go. I think I'm gonna go Ozuna from the Braves.
From the Braves, okay. All right.
And if I had to pick a close second, I would say Ramirez.
Okay, Trey, who you got?
I got Pete Alonso, but especially with this new fucking
Pete Alonso. Really?
Yeah.
No shit. You went
this new setup,
old faithful.
With this new setup,
the polar bear.
Okay, this I'm not aware of it, but what Trent just explained, it just says Pete Alonso screaming at me because he deserved to win it the last 3 years. And guess what? Now the way it's set up, it's favored to his style.
Guys, this just happened as we're speaking.
What?
During our episode.
Ooh. Breaking news. Go ahead.
This is the odds are now available on DraftKings.
Oh, who's tops?
The favorite at plus 270. Pete Alonso.
Yeah.
Oh,
of course it is. Of course it is.
Listen, I'm just gonna give you guys my winner. I'm picking Gunnar.
Okay, Gunnar is
Trent, from what I'm seeing.
Gunnar
odds that I just saw from the lines.com is Gunnar is plus 350. Alonso is plus 400.
So DraftKings posted 30 minutes ago. Pete Alonso was plus 270. Tyler, you said Gunnar Henderson.
Yeah,
he is 4th overall projection. He is plus 550.
Let's go. That's some money right there.
Trey,
man.
which one's a book and which one do you actually use to bet with? DraftKings, okay.
I'm looking at FanDuel and Caesars, and MGM all have Gunner as the top one, and Pete Alonso is the second.
Yeah, I'm seeing different, but anyway, Trey, you picked Pete Alonso. Tyler, you're going.
I'm going Gunner.
Heck yeah, why not?
What are you going, Trent?
I like it. I already told you guys actually. I said I'm picking Marcell Ozuna.
Ozuna's a good pick though. I agree with that.
He hits some things effortlessly, which
he
makes
does.
me.
He does. Well, hey, I'll tell you a quick story. The other night, me and Owen were watching a just random game, and Owen goes, "Yo, that guy hits a lot of home runs." I'm like, "Who?" He goes, "That guy right there." I was like, "Ozuna?" He goes, "Yeah." I was like, "How do you know that?" He goes, "I see it on my stats." I was like, "Okay." Like, jeez, like, all right.
That's awesome.
This dude, like, this kid, man. Not even 8 years old. Dude, he knows more about. He knows so much about like baseball stats with guys. Like,
he's right.
Right,
he's
cool.
hitting 20. He's hit 23 this year.
I know.
So.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Hey, another guy to keep out for is Adolis Garcia from the Rangers.
Oh, okay. I was on a different page from you there, Trey. I was going to say Teoscar Hernandez. Keep an eye out on him.
Garcia he makes it look easy. It's just like a flick of the wrist.
So hey, this actually, Trent, this is actually gonna lead me into my ball.
Wild pitch.
Sorry, wild pitch. My wild pitch is that Alec Bohm does not make it out of the first round at all from the home run derby. Simply because I have a stat from Brooksgate on Twitter.
Who?
The Brooksgate.
Okay.
At Brooksgate. Yeah. Follow them. But
shout out.
The Phillies are 10-0 when Alec Bohm hits a home run.
Wow.
He has 11 home runs on the season.
Hit 2 in a game one time.
So he did. That was the question. So Alec Bohm actually being in the home run derby is terrible. So
is it, Tyler? Will it be as bad as Mookie Betts in the home run derby last year?
It'll be that bad. It'll be worse.
Horrible. That was a gimme.
Trent, it'll be worse.
Worse. Wow.
Yeah, worse. I'm saying Alec Bohm's worse.
All right.
Listen, Alec Bohm's a good player.
Tyler, I am ready.
Not a home run hitter. I just find it very funny that
I think that calls for a like cold brews at the pool type of night. I hope it works out. Yeah. That'd be an awesome night to do.
Tyler, you gave me a sneak peek of your NFL/debatable question you were going to ask tonight, and I'm itching.
You can't make.
No, I'm itching for it.
Is that your wild pitch?
No, I've already given my wild pitch. We're all done.
Tyler, the game is over. We're leaving the ball field. Let's go. What do we got NFL wise?
You got it. You got one. Okay, I got a couple things. NFL wise.
All right.
Trey, you want me to start off with that one?
Well, that one's going to be pretty long. So whatever you think.
All right. Well, let's start off with this. The first, I'd actually like to start off with the fact of the top quarterbacks in NFL 2025.
Okay.
Not even top quarterbacks, but I'm going to even start with top players in 2025. The top quarterbacks are, you don't have a quarterback until, sorry about that. It's going down. Shedeur Sanders is actually the top quarterback in, again, we're going to EA Sports, college football. Like, I understand. Like,
college football,
right. This is not like tell-all kind of thing. You have Shedeur Sanders as your quarterback at 93 ranked.
And that's a top one.
he is your top
top
quarterback
in the game.
Jesus.
Okay. Now listen, a couple things. Okay, because I looked at this, top rankings and stuff, and Carson Beck from Georgia is number 2. Okay. Carson Beck, number 2. But Shedeur Sanders, number 1. Okay. And then you got Dylan Gabriel, Quinn Ewers, Jalen Milroe, Jalen Daniels, Jackson Dart, and Caden Salter. Okay. Those are your top 8 quarterbacks out of the top 100 for college football right now, based on EA Sports.
On the game. Yeah.
I mean, thoughts, questions, anything else? The fact, though, like what I really wanted to bring up is the fact that Sanders is not actually in the top 10 in terms of like ranks and stuff. And no, in terms of players, he's actually 17.
Yeah,
he shouldn't be the top rate quarterback either, Tyler, at all.
Trey, to keep this quick, who should be? Because I got mine.
Who should be? It should be Dylan Gabriel from Oregon.
Damn you. That's who I was gonna say. I actually
Trent,
made this.
Hey, Trent, great minds though. They think alike. They really do.
I'll be honest. I'm willing to go as bold. I know we'll save this talk, but I would even go as willing as long as he can play the full season. I think he is a Heisman winner.
Oh,
Dylan
Gabriel.
Yeah, because I think Oregon is
from Oregon.
I think Oregon's going to be very good, and I think Oregon. I think they're going to fit very well in the Big Ten.
Oh, a lot of traveling for the Ducks.
That don't matter.
Trey, who you got?
Ducks fly together. Trey, Ducks fly.
Who do I got as what, Tyler?
I don't know. You said top quarterback that should not be Shedeur Sanders.
Well, I said it was Dylan Gabriel. That's what I said. But
you think Dylan Gabriel too?
Yeah, my biggest surprise was that.
Well, hold on. We'll get into that in a second. So you guys are both
rankings.
I know. Hold on. So you guys are both Dylan Gabriel quarterback. I'm going to say Jackson Dart from Ole Miss. Might be one of the top quarterbacks. So keep an eye on Jackson Dart. That's my guy out of those top 10 quarterbacks. But Trey, go ahead. Big surprise.
No, just from the college football rankings was the first non-big conference player to be recognized was the 37th ranked player. He's a left guard, Clay Webb from Jacksonville State, coached by the ex-Michigan coach. What's his name? Trent, you loved him last year.
Ex-Michigan coach Harbaugh?
No. Jacksonville State coach now currently.
Oh, Rich Rodriguez. Sorry.
Rich Rodriguez, yes. Yeah. So
West Virginia.
Yeah. Well, he's coaching. He did coach Jacksonville State last year. Clay Webb, he's a left guard. 37th, less than top 40. It's pretty tough to be for a Conference USA player. So that was my takeaway from those rankings, because someone that I thought was going to be a shock was Ollie Gordon and how highly regarded he's going to be in college football, even after his DUI.
At Ohio State?
No, Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma
State, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Third.
I thought he was going to be a stud, and even before he had this mishap, unfortunately, I still think he's going to be a stud. So, even what's their coach? I've done that thousands of times, and I've never had a problem.
Wrong, dude. No.
Give me credit.
Give me credit. Don't throw him under the bus, because he came out and revamped that stuff.
You know what he did, Trey?
What?
You know his objective with that, because if you don't recall, that is the same coach who, back when one of his players was being criticized,
Mike, what's his name?
Gundy. Yeah. Wanted the media to come at him because he's a grown man. Remember that?
Yeah, I'm 40. I'm 40.
And what he did that with, I think his intention was to make a headline statement to get the attention on him, because he's going to draw a ton of criticism for that comment.
Good for him.
And I think
he did.
I think it was purposeful. I think it was to get the attention off Ollie Gordon, the player, the kid. Now, don't get me wrong. He screwed up. The kid screwed up, allegedly. But he got the attention on him, which it was. But you know what? He also
Smart,
said it in a manner, Trey. Yeah, he said it in a smart manner, because you know that there's probably a lot of people saying, "Yeah, I've drank 3 or 4 beers and drove," which is not something that, don't drink and drive.
Never, ever.
Don't ever condone it. But he did that. He made that statement with a purpose. Yeah. I think. Maybe I'm giving more credit than I think, but he definitely took the brunt of the attention all yesterday and moving forward.
But so real quick,
Gordon is going to be a stud.
Real quick though,
he'll be the next.
My real question is 2 things. All right, is Shedeur Sanders the top quarterback?
Where it said no. Hell no.
Okay, so
Gabriel.
So you got Gabriel, but that is from Colorado. Is Travis Hunter the top 5
offensive player?
That's the thing. So they have him listed as, a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. To move on from this topic, is Colorado. Everybody wants Colorado. College football wants Colorado to be relevant. Prime time is a media ratings getter, right? He's an attention getter. In respect to what he does in that manner. However, like his son said today to the media was, we know playing us, we're everybody's Super Bowl. Then you know what? I guess 8 teams last year won their Super Bowl because they'd have lost at least 8 games. Okay.
Initially, and that's the crazy part is like
I'm not sold on them. I'm gonna say.
So can you guys give me credit on that, both of you? Actually, I think about this time last year, I was predicting Colorado to go about 500.
I think a lot of people were.
And
Tyler, I was.
No, Tyler wouldn't have.
If
someone gave me shit for that. Someone gave me shit for saying Colorado's going to go 500. No, I picked them as my first overall bet of the season to cover TCU, and you guys laughed at me. And then here I am.
Wait. You just contradicted yourself. You were happy they covered. That might have been it. You were happy they covered the bet. But that
plus 23.5 against TCU. Yeah, after I said they'd go 500 in their season, and you guys laughed at me, and they did.
I don't think that TCU win was as big as everyone thought.
Okay.
No, most people did.
TCU wasn't that good in the end there.
Okay. Right.
Oh yeah.
All right. So let's jump 15. In. You ready? All right. So Trey and I's conversation today is based off of Sauce Gardner's comment. Is golf harder than football? Trey?
In terms of, I told you this, Tyler, there's multiple layers to that question. Physically, no, obviously football, NFL football is harder than professional golf in terms of the physical aspect.
Why'd Sauce Gardner say it's tougher than football?
Because of
defend him.
Well, okay, I am. Because to be the best at each professional sport, it's harder to be the best at golf than it is to be the best at football at that position specifically, I would say. And I think obviously Sauce Gardner would say too, because he's considered one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. And here he is saying that golf is harder. And it comes back to the basketball argument that we had earlier, translating between football and basketball players who could be better at each sport. Golf is so much more skilled base. Like you have to have the skill to be good at golf than it is to be physically good at football, and vice versa. So that's where I go with it. I agree with Sauce Gardner. Obviously, golf is harder because he hasn't played golf ever in his life until he had the opportunity to. Golfers that are professional, the Scotty Schefflers, Justin Thomases, Jordan Spieths, these guys, they've played since they've been 8 years old, and their families have belonged at country clubs because it's skill based. You see old 50-year-olds winning major championships. Phil Mickelson won at 52 years old.
And what you're saying, it's not just skill based, it's money based.
Money based.
Right. You have to be able to get lessons and constantly play high quality golf courses to be that good at golf. It looks easy on the TV because they make it look easy, but it's like you put anyone on that course, that any professional athlete, I don't care if they've golfed in their past or not, they will finish last place in any golf tournament they are put in.
Trent, what do you think?
It's kind of like that. It's kind of like a trap or a trick question in this case, because in terms of
physicality,
succeeding in the sport, like being successful in the sport between the two, golf is harder.
Yes.
And I think it's because there's so much, don't get me wrong, football, there's a lot of detail, right? But there's so much different styles of detail where you're using an instrument outside of just your body to determine where this small little ball travels to and rolls and spins and jumps and everything. So yeah, in terms of like what sport am I going to be better at? Yeah, I'm better at football. I mean, it's the truth. So what sport is harder for me in terms of harder to like succeed in? It's golf. But in terms of what is more demanding on you, meaning harder to actually play and participate in, it's football.
Yeah.
It's football. That's why retired people can play golf. And
yeah.
I mean, you could have guys like John Daly, crushing beer and smoking stogies and cigarettes, in the midst of a round. I mean, whereas you go to football and, you're literally putting your body on the line. So yeah, it's an interesting point, but I will not get all up in like an argument over this because in terms of physicality, there's no doubt in my mind football is harder in that sense. It depends on the sense that you're talking
Tyler,
about.
I don't think you even need to comment because Trent just perfected the answer, unfortunately.
I'm not. You want me to say something there? No.
No, what I'm saying is, Trent, I couldn't agree with you more. Is physically, obviously, football is the more demanding and harder sport. But when it comes to performing better, it's clearly golf is harder.
It's one of the most it's like a fun game, but it's also one of the most frustrating games to play.
This is going to sound so cliche, but I love it. And it's the golf is the perfect metaphor for life. It is. Think about it.
Always trying to get it in the hole. You're right.
Bingo. Now. No.
So, all right. Trey's like, oh shit. Well, let's say. No. So I have two things I do want to bring up, like at least NFL wise. One of them, again, I know we're all on the same timeline of things, so I'm sure you guys have seen these, graphics and everything else. But one of them being the 2,000 plus rushing yards from 2003 versus 2023. So, if you guys actually look at the rushing yards and who actually accomplished the 1,200 or more rushing yards,
1,200, not 2,000.
Yeah,
you mean 2,000 or more?
12. It's
1,200.
Yeah, 1,000. Yeah, he initially said 2,000 rushing yards. It's 1,200 rushing yards. I know what graphic you're talking about, Ty.
Yeah, so you had 14 running backs in 2003, and it was Jamal Lewis, Amon Green, LaDainian Tomlinson, Deuce McAllister, Clinton Portis, Steven Davis, Sean Alexander, Priest Holmes, Ricky Williams, Travis Henry, Curtis Martin, Fred Taylor, Edgerrin James, and Tiki Barber. Okay. So you had 14. That's 2003 in 2023.
Okay. Yes.
Trey, how many running backs do you think had 1,200 plus rushing yards?
6.
2023?
Lower.
4.
1.
What?
Christian McCaffrey.
What did Derrick Henry have? Was he hurt?
He was hurt. Less than
1,200.
He was hurt.
Right. So just put that in perspective. Is McCaffrey had 2,000, all right, over 1,200 rushing yards. You had, 1,400 guys. I'm sorry. I know.
It's okay.
Trying to get my graphics together. Jesus. Also trying to make fun of Trey.
How?
Because it's McCaffrey. It's McCaffrey.
Oh, whatever.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we've never had anyone over 1,200, I don't think, in the Packers. Amon Green was the closest. And he sucked.
All right.
Last thing.
Yeah.
What? No.
Yeah.
No, go ahead,
But,
no.
I was going to say, do anything else to add on to that?
No. Last thing I did want to bring up to Trey. Highest graded quarterbacks since 2022 is Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson,
Brock Purdy.
and Brock Purdy.
Yeah,
that's how we're going to end the episode. Yes, we are.
No, fuck that. Stupid shit. Stupid shit. We'll see about this year, baby. Aaron, Jordan Love. We will. Jordan Love is gonna.
It's gonna be a great year.
Finish all over Brock's face. So, that's graphic, and we're gonna end on that.
Hey Trey, a fun Packers stat. Like Josh Jacobs is like, I think it's like anywhere from like 4 to 8 catches away from having the most receptions without having a receiving touchdown in the NFL history. And he's at like almost like 180 some catches. So such a weird statistic.
I hope he gets it. He'll get a fucking touchdown the first catch he gets.
First week, a little halfback Texas route right down the middle.
I hope it's week 12. It's 11 or 12.
Is that when they
Is it in Green Bay?
Week 12. I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter.
It's in Brazil. It's in Brazil.
Probably.
Don't wear green or yellow.
Dude, I don't give a shit if we're like playing like wherever.
Mars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mars. Yeah.
Sounds like that.
Shit, we're going to Mars.
Hey,
Sounds like that.
Let's just hope these guys here. Let's hope they can get a W tomorrow. Okay. We need to not get swept by the Cubs. Say it is karma. It is karma for us attacking Steve's teams past couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler, you attacked him last week.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't text Steve. I never text.
No. Chicago did.
Jesus.
Yeah. Come back to fight us. But hey, boys, that was fun.
All right. Great episode. Have a great weekend.
Love you guys. Take it easy.